The year is 1945. World War II, the deadliest conflict in human history, has finally ended. Victory has come at a terrible cost. Across Europe, cities lie in ruins, shattered by years of relentless bombing. Once grand buildings are now piles of rubble. Factories, the engines of economic life, are silent and destroyed. Millions of people are homeless, displaced by the fighting or the redrawing of borders. They struggle to survive in makeshift camps, lacking food, medicine, and basic necessities. The war has left physical scars on the land and deep emotional wounds on its people. Hope seems a distant memory. The economies of Europe are in shambles. Transportation networks are crippled, making it impossible to distribute even the limited supplies available. Agricultural production has plummeted, leaving millions facing hunger. The once vibrant continent is teetering on the brink of collapse. Amidst this devastation, a new threat emerges: the spread of communism. The Soviet Union, having played a pivotal role in defeating Nazi Germany, now exerts its influence over Eastern Europe. Many fear that the impoverished and vulnerable nations of Western Europe could fall prey to communist ideology. In this hour of crisis, the United States emerges as a beacon of hope. Unscathed by the war, the US enjoys a booming economy and can aid a devastated Europe. American leaders, especially George C. Marshall, see the strategic importance of a stable Europe. The Marshall Plan, born from this vision, aims to rebuild war-torn nations. It represents an unprecedented act of generosity and foresight. The Marshall Plan is a massive undertaking, involving billions of dollars in aid from the United States. Between 1948 and 1952, the US provides nearly $13 billion, equivalent to over $100 billion today, to 16 European nations. This aid comes in various forms, addressing both immediate needs and long-term recovery. Food shipments are crucial in the early years, helping to alleviate hunger and prevent starvation. Raw materials such as coal and steel are provided to restart industrial production. New machinery and technology help modernize European factories and boost productivity. The Marshall Plan goes beyond simply providing handouts. It emphasizes technical assistance, sending American experts to Europe to share their knowledge and expertise. These experts work with European counterparts in various fields, from agriculture and engineering to finance and management, helping to rebuild economies from the ground up. The plan also encourages European cooperation and integration. Recipient nations are required to work together, coordinating their efforts to maximize the impact of American aid. This collaborative approach lays the groundwork for future European unity initiatives such as the European Economic Community and ultimately the European Union. Section 4. The Iron Curtain descends. The Soviet response. The Marshall Plan faces a mixed reception in Europe. While Western European nations welcomed the American offer of aid, the Soviet Union and its satellite states in Eastern Europe view it with suspicion and hostility. Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin denounces the plan as a tool of American imperialism designed to undermine Soviet influence in Europe. He forbids Eastern Bloc countries from participating, fearing that accepting American aid would make them beholden to the West. Stalin's rejection of the Marshall Plan marks a turning point in the nascent Cold War. It deepens the divide between East and West, solidifying the Iron Curtain that separates the communist bloc from the capitalist world. The Marshall Plan, initially conceived as a plan for all of Europe, becomes a defining symbol of the West's commitment to containing communism. Despite Soviet opposition, the Marshall Plan enjoys broad support among Western European nations. They recognize that American aid is essential for their recovery and survival. The plan becomes a cornerstone of the transatlantic alliance, cementing the bond between the United States and Western Europe. Section 5, A Resurgent Continent, the success of the Marshall Plan. The Marshall Plan proves to be remarkably successful in achieving its objectives. Within a few short years, Western Europe experiences an economic miracle. Industrial production soars, exceeding pre-war levels. Agricultural output recovers, ending food shortages, trade resumes, boosting economies and creating jobs. The standard of living for millions of Europeans improves dramatically. People who had known only deprivation and despair now have access to food, housing and consumer goods. A sense of optimism and hope returns to the continent, replacing the gloom and uncertainty of the immediate post-war years. The economic resurgence fueled by the Marshall Plan has far-reaching consequences. It creates the conditions for political stability in Western Europe, strengthening democratic institutions and reducing the appeal of extremist ideologies. The plan's success serves as a powerful counterpoint to the communist model, demonstrating the power of free markets and democratic values. Section 6. Beyond economics. The plan's political and social impact. The impact of the Marshall Plan extends far beyond its immediate economic benefits. It fosters a spirit of cooperation and unity among Western European nations, laying the groundwork for future integration efforts. The plan's emphasis on multilateralism and shared goals paves the way for the creation of the European Coal and Steel Community, the precursor to the European Economic Community and eventually the European Union. Moreover, the Marshall Plan strengthens the transatlantic alliance, forging a lasting bond between the United States and Western Europe. The plan cements America's role as a global leader and defender of democracy, shaping the post-war world order. The shared experience of rebuilding Europe creates a sense of common purpose and shared values that would endure for decades to come. The Marshall Plan also has a profound social impact on Europe. It helps to modernize societies, promoting technological advancements and educational opportunities. The plan's focus on infrastructure development, including transportation, communication, and energy, lays the foundation for future economic growth and social progress. Section 7. A lasting legacy. The Marshall Plan's enduring significance. The Marshall Plan stands as a testament to the power of international cooperation and the transformative potential of well-crafted foreign aid. It serves as a model for future aid programs, demonstrating that assistance, when strategically designed and implemented, can have a profound and lasting impact on recipient nations. While the Marshall Plan was conceived in a specific historical context, its lessons remain relevant today. It highlights the importance of addressing the root causes of instability, such as poverty and despair, to foster peace and security. It underscores the value of multilateralism and the need for nations to work together to address shared challenges. The Marshall Plan's legacy is not without its critics. Some argue that it exacerbated Cold War tensions, while others point to its limitations in addressing social and political inequalities within recipient countries. Nevertheless, the Marshall Plan stands as a remarkable achievement in international relations, a shining example of how nations can come together to overcome adversity and build a better future. Its enduring legacy is a testament to the enduring power of hope, generosity, and a shared vision for a more peaceful and prosperous world.